Hello from the Bureau with your national weather forecast for Tuesday, the 3rd of September. We've now seen wind and rain easing across southeastern parts of the country, but there is ongoing flooding for parts of Tasmania. So let's have a look at what we're expecting for Wednesday. And starting off with the synoptic map, we can see this high pressure system out in the east. That's really helped to dry things out across southeastern parts of the country. But the next system we're keeping an eye on is this surface trough out towards the west. That will start to bring a little bit of warmth down to South Australia, Victoria and Tasmania. We'll have some shower activity and increasing northerly winds, but at this stage, we're not expecting conditions to be as windy as compared to the last few days. Out west though, it's all about this cold front pushing through southwestern parts of Western Australia. Plenty of showers for the southwest land division and some colder air coming through behind that, with the possibility of some small hail about the south coast. Elsewhere though, showers increasing for the tropical north coast of Queensland, but otherwise looking like a clear middle of the week. Let's have a closer look at a state-by-state level now, starting off with Queensland. We can see those showers pushing onto the Cassowary coast, including Cairns through the day in that southeasterly trade flow. In the southeast of the state though, another cool day ahead, 23 degrees in Brisbane, and a lot of that heat through western parts of the state has now started to dissipate. Down in New South Wales, there is a chance of some morning fog and frost through inland areas, but that will clear to a dry and mild to warm day. 23 degrees in Sydney, 19 degrees in Canberra after a cold start. Down in Victoria, heat will really start to ramp up with those northerly winds coming down. A warmer day in Melbourne, 20 degrees, 26 up in the Mallee, but with that trough approaching, we'll see showers approach the far southwest of the state later in the day and strengthening northerly winds for much of Victoria. Down in Tasmania, there's still flood warnings current for many rivers, so make sure you're across the latest warnings if you are in Tasmania. We'll see a couple of showers pushing onto the far southwest coast, but we're not expecting any significant falls. Warm in the south, 19 degrees in Hobart, a little bit cooler across northern parts of Tassie. In South Australia, it's warming up there as well, especially through inland areas, reaching the high 20s to even low 30s. 25 degrees in Adelaide, showers pushing in from the west later in the day, and for Adelaide, we'll see a shower or two later in the evening. In Western Australia, that cold front will race across the southwest land division, showers pushing all the way up towards Geraldton and some cold air along the south coast, including for Albany. Out towards the east, we are seeing elevated fire dangers, very strong winds and the chance of a few thunderstorms through the interior, but dry across the Pilbara. Finally, for Northern Australia, we are expecting again extreme fire danger for the Darwin area. Elsewhere though, not much change to what we've seen over the past few days. That's it for today. You can check the latest forecasts and warnings on the Bureau's website and our social media channels, and we'll see you next time.